Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium. At any time the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pirates offense will have the first possession of the game. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for him, Coach. So much fun to play with him. A guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active in a weapon.
The play action fake. Takes the easy one to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Pirates want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Pirates line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Horned Frogs offense has the ball for the first time. A first down for the offense. The give to the left. Plows through the defense. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Quarterback checking the play. Play action on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking for room, it's Graves. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Horned Frogs are on the move. The give from the gun. Able to get one down to the 15. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Carter. Now sliding to his left. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. And the Horned Frogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football, they set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Ready to try the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They took it 64 yards right down the field, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Line gets set, 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. And the Pirates in the hurry-up. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. The give to the tailback. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got it down the middle. Gets away from one. He's got space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got his man out of the backfield. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Touch pass on the run. Quick step and go. Touchdown, East Carolina. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he tacked on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to escape and get it himself. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
At midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. The Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unleashes one deep. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up 14 over Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Pirates want to crank the tempo. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's got him in the flat. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends, is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll run play action. Working the middle, it's complete. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And the Pirates are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Using his feet to buy time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Strikes the blow. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. The give to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, ECU.
1st and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights.
The kick is good. Next time begin at 14.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Here's the handoff. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They're going to ride this running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Carter. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Getting some heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Coming after it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Yang. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Got his man quickly. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. And the field goal unit is on the field. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. He gets a hand on it. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. He'll pull it down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Carter. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone. And
he uncorks one deep. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Pirates will line up to kick off and start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. Starting this third quarter on the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense in the hurry up. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They take the lead with the 6.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Navy. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Pirates come to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, he's looking downfield. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU!
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Pirates will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Ball in the air, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The offense starts with a short field. He'll start this drive firing. It's complete. And the Pirates are in the hurry up. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just check downs or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
On third down, going up top. He's got it on the move. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Got a man. It's McClure. And the ball's on the ground. And the defense has got in there trying to pick up some yards.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. But a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you can tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Might as well give it to him again. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Dropping back, it's Carter. They're bringing heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Get it out on the screen. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
And it's a great job with the play fake there. 4th down, you're going with the bootleg, so you got to sell run. You see all those defenders thinking the running back has it. Once the quarterback's out on the perimeter, he's got a lot of space and time to find his open receiver to pick up that 1st down.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's complete to the left. Stopped after making the catch. The Pirates racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's McClure. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Pirates will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking to throw it again. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kansas State is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Manhattan for some time.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 40. Oh, look out, there he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. The give on the inside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Carter. A little screen to the running back.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4 and 1. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Pirates getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.